Um, I think it depends on the information that's being disseminated. I think that there are some things that are classified because of public safety. Um, for example, information about war, impending or otherwise, information keeping the public safe should be kept classified just so that there's not widespread panic. Things like the salaries of government employees, any lies or cheats or wrong deals that they've done, I think should be available. And it's kind of one of the interesting ways that the media has changed, um, and technology has changed the way that the system works these days. So, for example, police can't get away with anything these days because everybody has a camera phone. So it's not censorship from the top down, it's also censorship from the bottom up, which is a completely new phenomenon, and we're having to deal with it every day. In the case of WikiLeaks, I think um, there are some things that have raised a lot of hard questions for a lot of people who have a lot of money. And I think that those questions need to be asked and that the public has a right to know those answers. There are probably some things, and I'm not too familiar with the case, probably some things that are unnecessary and have caused quite a bit of hardship for people, and it's not a matter of life or death. I think that this is one of those cases where the public is acting as a watchdog for the government. Um, this kind of information, though it's hard for us to watch as a public, should be seen, and people should have the right to know what their government is doing when they're overseas. Um, there's so much blind faith, I think, in the government and what they do, and I was mentioning earlier that when the only tool that you have is a hammer, you tend to see every problem as a nail. And I think that when you go around hammering down on civilians and hammering down on people that don't deserve it, have nothing to do with the fight, then that's absolutely wrong, and the public should be able to know about that. And I think it's thanks to technology, the technology that we have these days, that we do know about it. And so that will hopefully affect the way that people vote. So censorship is kind of a two-way street. Sure, the government censors us, and this guy probably will see jail time because the government doesn't want anything to do with that kind of censorship. They want to be the ones in control. But I think that they're not going to have any luck with that.